Okay, welcome to Cracking Code with Dave. So today I wanted to talk about a fancy word called concatenation. Concatenation. Am I spelling that right? I think so. Or how to concatenate strings in Swift. So it's a fancy word, and basically what it means is how to squish things together. So squish some strings together. Let's say you have a string here. Let's just say it is first name. And my first name is Dave. And let last name Levy. To concatenate these two, then you could make let full name equal first name plus last name. Cool. So that's one way. So let's just print that just to make sure it's working. Print full name. We'll run it. And there you go. Now notice it did not put a space in between either. So you could do something like this, plus a little space in there, plus last name. That might be a fancy way to do it. Or you could just throw a space in after one of these up here. Let's just check and make sure that worked. I'm sure it did. Boom. And there you go. You've concatenated a string. Now there's a couple different ways to do this. You could also do you could also do let welcome to the, and then jungle. You could do actually welcome plus equals jungle. So I think that'll do welcome to the jungle. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh, you see, I made it a constant, so it should be a variable. I'm going to let it fix that for me. Boom, variable. And let's see what it, yep, it's happy with that. Okay, so just remember when you start modifying a property, it has to be a variable first. And here we go. Welcome to the jungle. So that's another way to concatenate. And also, if you wanted to, say, put the string in here, then that's another way to insert a string or insert a property into a string. So let's do one more example of concatenating. I'm going to actually, just to make this consistent, I'm going to print this welcome message down here. So now we've got these all together. So here's one way, just with the plus. Here's another way with the plus and equals. And then this is not necessarily concatenation. This is called string interpolation. String. There's a lot of fancy words here that programmers like to use. Interpolation. Let's see why it's yelling at me up here. Variable used within its own. Oops, I hit a little equal sign there. I don't know if you've noticed, I've got a little green screen behind me today, so I've got like this floating head kind of thing. Pretty fun. Purchased the fabric for $12 at Joann's, and then I just kind of like tacked it up to a shelf and a lamp, and it seems to be working out all right. Okay, string interpolation. Here we go. So let this string equal, and so I'm going to make a string here. Let's just throw our welcome and our full name in there. It's not going to make any sense. Well, actually, we can make it make sense. So we can put the welcome message first. So you can't just type welcome because it thinks that's a string, right? It thinks that's the. So instead, you do this slash parentheses, and that inserts the string inside of a string there. Welcome, and then I'm going to put a comma there, and then another one, and I'm going to put my full name in after there. And let's maybe throw an exclamation point in there for fun. And let's see what happens here. Oh, we got to print it, right? Print this string here. Welcome to the jungle, Dave Levy. So there you go. Like, I think that's all you got to know about concatenation and string interpolation, just that they're very fancy words. And this is what we mean when we say concatenating is like adding things up, adding strings up, pushing them together, squishing them together. And string interpolation is this, when you insert a string inside of here. You can also do integers and doubles and stuff like that. You can also put other items inside, other properties inside of a string. It's always kind of a question as to how it's going to print out, if it's going to look exactly the way you want it to. So you might have to fiddle with it a little bit. And that's it. That's a 5-minute video today. Have a nice day. Stay safe out there.